Hello everybody, Kim Carallo, Shut the Front Door Too. If you are new here, we are a wreath door hanger gift company and the gifts are mainly vintage. And today, this is a haul video. We're gonna show you the vintage items that we have picked up as of late. We're gonna tell you where those items are going to be going to, and we are also going to share some more shop information that we think you guys may be interested in. Let's get started. Let's see here, I'm looking around. Let's get started with this fun thing. Most of this stuff, or really all of it, I haven't really had time to do research yet, so I haven't. I know this is a paperweight. I think it feels like lucite. I don't think that it is glass, and that's a dandelion in there. So I don't know a whole lot, but I know that paperweights are having a moment right now and people are really liking them. And I just thought this one was really cool. I don't know if anyone else will think it's cool, but I certainly thought it was cool and I thought it was worth the pickup. So I picked it up. That will likely go into the booth. Something that I like to share with everybody is we have 3 booths and a hair salon. And when I say we, I'm talking about my sister and I because we do this business together. And our local places, we are in Lexington, Kentucky, and our local places sell things at a rapid rate. So oftentimes we just have to fill those booth spaces in the salon. However, we will ship anything unless it's just not shippable. So if you want to take the extra step to put a comment or reach out to us, please do that. But one thing that we are gonna start doing, we've done it for 2 months, but now we're gonna do it on a more timely schedule, which only means if you're new here, it's every 3rd Thursday, or actually, even if you're not new here, that part's new. That's some of the shop information. We're gonna do our shop the shelf. We're gonna do it every 3rd Thursday. The only thing that would change that of every month, the only thing that would change that is if it falls on a holiday or we're out of town or there's an emergency, and then we'll make adjustments to our schedule. So every 3rd Thursday, if you like this kind of thing and you like to shop vintage finds, you can find at least that stuff on our Etsy store. It will be loaded and ready to go. One thing we would like to tell you, we're going to show you this 3rd Thursday will be July the 19th, and we're going to give you just a sneak peek of some things to look forward to, but we also want to tell you that there will be many, many, many more things, plus the other things that are in the Etsy store. We've only shared our shop the shop videos on our Facebook page and Instagram, but we are going to start sharing them here too, so that in case you don't want to go over and join those platforms, you don't have to. Let's get started with the little sneak peek. I think we're going to show you about 6 items and then we'll just show you the rest of the haul. The rest of the haul will be things that we're not probably quite sure where those things will go as of yet. I love a good pedestal dish, and let me tell you why. If you like shelf styling and if you like vintage, you probably do. A pedestal dish already gives you the height. It's just so easy to style a shelf with, and I hardly ever pass them up. But this color is just amazing. There are no chips or no cracks. The Moon and Stars probably was a candy dish in its first round, working on a low battery. Sure hope that I can get through this, because I don't think I shared earlier on, I did the entire video, and because I don't know how to edit or do anything yet like that, I'm still learning, I had to delete it because I got into a coughing fit. I have been sick. Anyway, love it. Will be in the next shop the shelf. Got into the coughing fit, had to delete the whole thing. So that's another reason why I need to start learning how to edit videos. That's 26 minutes of my time I will never get back. Oh well, let's go on and go. I love this little thing. I love the shape of it. It's got that little squatty size. I love the color. I love how it's darker green here. I love the clear ruffled edge. I don't know anything about it. We'll have to find that out before we list this into the shop the shelf. But a bud vase is great for so many reasons. It doesn't take a lot of flowers, just a couple of stems, but it makes a huge impact. If you're having guests, you could take that little vase, fill it with a couple of stems of flower for a really pop of color by their bedside, the kitchen sink, the bathroom sink, or do something for yourself and just do that by your own bedside. I am a big proponent of not waiting for a guest. Just do it for yourself. But if you have guests coming, that's a good little tip for you. Art is one of our favorite things around here. I don't really have a favorite. I'm kind of just drawn to everything. Well, I shouldn't say I don't have a favorite, because oils are my favorite. Watercolors are second, then some mixed media, but prints are good too if they're really good. And this is a Paul Sawyer. It's really good. I just love that the colors just have a lot of greens and blues, kind of neutral, mixes in with anything. The matte is neutral. It's professionally framed and matted. The size is perfect. And not just because it goes to any and all of our places, we can mail it because of the size, but it's good for a shelving unit. It's good for a mantle, a little side table on an easel. You know those odd places of walls that are just small? It's perfect. And a gallery wall. So it goes for all of the places. This one's a little bit larger, and I think this one might be actually antique, but also perfect for all of the places because of the size. Look, I thought this was a watercolor at first. It's not, it's a print, but just look at those colors and those birds. Oh, I just love it. These are, oh, wait, we do have one more thing. I was going to say these were all of the shop the shelf, but I don't think, I have totally lost my track here. I think I only showed you 4 things. If I show you something twice, give me some grace, because I kind of forgotten where I left off. Probably because I have filmed this entire video and had to start redoing it because of a coughing fit. Love a good bonsai tree. Bonsai, not really sure, but love them. Don't pick them up very often because typically they're broken. Guys, the petals and the leaves are glass. They're posable, and if they're broken or damaged in any way, they get left behind. This one was in perfect condition. I love that celadon glaze of the pot. Had to pick it up, and then that brings us to this cool thing. I'm not sure of the age. I said that I thought it was mid-century. It may just be mid-century style. Gonna have to figure it out before I put this onto the shop the shelf. But I love the free form of the birds. I love that it has that mid-century style if it isn't mid-century. Almost like that birds in flight. I just love it. And the stone base is just really, really cool. I love that element. Okay, let me show you a big piece of art that's just not shippable and kind of broke some rules on this shopping trip. I think where I've been sick, haven't shopped that much, and I kind of maybe forgot some of my own rules. I have a friend that I have met at the booth. She has a booth at one of the places that I have a booth, and she's really interested in online. And so I've been talking to her about the options, and I mentioned to her Etsy because I said, it's easy, and vintage is what she has, and so it fits the merchandise that she has. But I told her, I said, one thing that I would tell you just as you get started that I have learned is I like to buy things that, unless I know I have a buyer at the booth, I like to buy things that I know I can put anywhere. Any of the 3 booths or the salon, or that I can ship it, and that I can ship it on Etsy, or I've got some news. I told you I had some news. The new selling platform that we are going to be doing. I'm going to tell you that after I show you this. But I just sort of forgot it because I saw this awesome thing. This is a velvet print, probably late 70s, early 80s, and that's foil, so this isn't painting. And I know when I first started, I purchased a velvet painting, and I sold that on Etsy, but it didn't have glass. That's the reason why this is a little bit too big. It's just when you ship things this size, and this says it's 16 by 20, the glass, it's just kind of something that I just have to say it's a no-brainer. So I'm hoping that I have a buyer at the booth because I don't know that I do. I've never tried anything quite like this. So I'm hoping I have a buyer. If not, we'll figure it out. But let me tell you really quickly about the new selling platform. I've mentioned it before. It's not new for us, but this part of it is new. We have been approved to sell online, and we will be selling online on Knickknacks. This, if you want to screenshot this, I would invite all of you all to come, not just for us, but it's just really fun. So if you like vintage, they do jewelry, they do a lot of other things, but I only really know about the vintage sellers. Those are the ones that I watch. It's a lot like watching YouTube, only they're selling the items live. So if you see something you want, you can get it right then and there, and they ship. And most, not all, I know that we will only do US shipping, but a lot of people ship outside of the country as well. And it is owned by Jocelyn, who owns the Crazy Lamp Lady, and it's inside a bigger platform called District. Now, I will tell you this, we haven't had our first live sale yet. I got approved 3 weeks ago, had planned on right away getting started, because if I don't do that, then I start letting that fear seep in, and I start letting that hold me back. And then I got sick. And even though I only felt bad that first week, I've had this cough that will not go away. It's going on 3 weeks. And live selling, like, you know, this, I told you I had to stop the video and start over, but live selling, you just can't do that. And when I say I have coughing fits, like when it starts, it doesn't stop for a little while. So now I still don't feel comfortable as far as the voice goes. Don't know when that's gonna be, but in 2 weeks I will be on vacation, so it's likely to be after that. And I'm taking, it's a little bit longer vacation, so it's likely to be about a month out. But nonetheless, we will be doing it, and we're really excited for it, and hope that you will join us over there. I know nothing about this. I bought this at an estate sale, and they had on the tag metal vase with brass. It's not metal at all, but it's just that paint on it. And then this is that gold paint. That looks like some kind of a crest. I think it's old. I don't know. I did try to look this up because I thought, you know, I don't even have any idea. This could be really special, or it could be, you know, kind of modern. I'll probably gonna go into the booth because I couldn't find anything, but I thought I would show you guys in case you all know what this is. This is what the inside looks like. It looks like that's porcelain. It's definitely ceramic. There are no marks, and it looks old. Guys, this does not look new at all. And really the only condition issue was a scratch, and that's just not a game changer for me. So if I can't find out any information, this will have to go into the booth, because then the person just sees it. You know, if you don't know what you're selling, it's hard to put in the right keywords and the right tags for a buyer to find the item. Let's see here. Let me show you this large piece. I thought initially that I was just going to take this to the booth, but I'm kind of thinking now I may want to do Etsy on this. I'm not quite sure. Tapestries are really becoming very popular, so my market would be larger there. This came already with its hanger, And so I thought that was cool. And then the tapestry itself is just really pretty. I like the backing, but can you see, I can't get all of it in, but you can kind of get the picture. You know, flowers, I'm telling you, if you don't love them, you keep following us. We'll teach you how to love them too, because they're just all that. I'm telling you, all that in a bag of chips. So the verdict is still out on that piece, just because I've never tried to sell a tapestry before. So I'm thinking the best place might be Etsy, but I just sold a really large piece of art out of the booth, and I could replace it with that. This is a little bluebird of happiness, and I only found one. They come in different sizes, and I think this is the medium size, at least I hope, because I have a smaller one and a larger one. And if it's the medium size, I'm gonna put them as a grouping and sell them as a set. These are likely to go up on Knickknacks, the live sale. However, it may not be a full, I guess I could just put them as a set anyway. If not, I can sell them off, you know, one at a time, and that will be good too. Let me go ahead and show you this piece, because like I said, I kind of broke all the rules on this shopping trip. But I went to 2 different places, and you know, the art, I wanted to take a chance, you know, like, I only typically buy things that I love or like, and I really like that. It doesn't fit my home aesthetic at all, so it's not useful for me, but I do really like it. Now, I really love this, and this is me, 100%, but it's not probably shippable. It is so large, and it's so fragile with it being porcelain. It is Italy stamped, and it is numbered here. But what really got me were the colors on it and the hand painting, and anything dishes, serving, kitchen. I just have a huge love affair with it. This is a chipper dip or a fruit and dip, so it'll go into the booth, and I'm thinking, even though it's a large piece, you could also use it as display, and then it becomes very useful when you're just having guests over. So I think it's kind of like you kick or hit 2 balls out of the park with this one, really several, because it's hand painted, it's Italian ceramic. It's just very fantastic. So, you know, I'll talk you into loving it. If you don't, just stay around. These are some things that I picked up because, I don't know, I was kind of on, I want to try something new, you know, like with the art. It's not new for me. Art isn't new at all, but with big pieces of art, I like to know I have a buyer at the booth. So that was kind of new. And then the pottery, the Italian pottery, doesn't scare me at all, because if nobody loves it like I do, I love it just that much. But these little guys, I knew what they were. They're 80s. 84, I think, was the date on all of them. This artist, I think, made things into the 90s too. His name is Tom Clark. All of his art has a penny somewhere. Like this guy is, see, he's holding a penny there. These are super dusty. I haven't cleaned anything, but I took a chance on all of them. And normally, if I'm taking a chance on something that I'm not real familiar with, I wouldn't get all 3, but the price was good. And my thought process was, it could be an instant collection for someone, and I could pass along a good price because I got a good price, or I could put these on Knickknacks, or I could put these on Etsy, and a collector might be looking for these pieces. If I put them online, they'll go one-offs. If I sell them at the booth, well, I'll probably sell them one-offs at the booth too, because you just never know. But that's the reason why I picked those up. I don't know. I was in, I want to take a chance. I want to kind of step out of my comfort zone a little bit, because what that does is that forces me to read more and to do more research and to look things up that I don't know anything about. And I love to learn, and that's part of what makes this business super great and super fun. Boxes are something that I pick up every time I see them if they're in good condition. This is hand carved wood. It's carved on all of the sides and on the lid. It's not real big, but it's definitely old, and it has that blue felting in there. Wood boxes, this one needs to be cleaned up. It's dusted. It probably needs some wood oil as well, but these wood pieces in general, candlesticks or anything, can really warm up a side table or a vignette. If you just need a little bit of warmth, wood is a great way to do that. But boxes are so versatile. Now this one's small, but if they're a little bit larger, you can put them on a coffee table and put remotes in. This would be great if you've got someone that you need a little gift box for. This, for me, would just go on a shelving unit, probably stacked on some books. Love a wood box and don't see them as much as I used to. Let me show you these little pieces of art. These are prints, and these are, this is Florentine. These are from Italy. They do all have names, and I don't know if I can read it. This is Madonna of the Chair. All of these will be hitting the online Etsy store. They are not up likely when you see this, because we'll have to do the entire shop the shelf first. But after that, they'll be going there. This is Adoration. This one might be my favorite just because of the colors. And then this one is Grand Duke Madonna. And again, all of these will be sold separately. They will be sold on the Etsy store. There is some slight condition issues, but overall in really, really good shape, because I would say, without doing research, that those are also antique pieces. Let's see, I think I only have, I'll save the best for last, but I only have 3 more things to show you. And because of its weight, I would likely say this will go into the booth. Crock bowls do pretty good for us. This one's a good size because it would be great for a kitchen counter to put fruit in. It's not super big, but it would be big enough for that. The color on it is sort of a dark brown, but I really like the design. I think the design is super cool, and I don't run across them very often. They're kind of rare. I don't know that I could say this is antique, but I think most of them are. And that is why they're pretty rare, because, they get broken over years of use. This has no condition issues, excluding just that little, it's not even a chip. I think that's manufacturer, but no chips or cracks anywhere else. Likely to go into the booth just because of the weight. And then I picked this up. I didn't have my readers at this estate sale, so I just have to sometimes pick things up because I can't read the marking. And I knew it had the marking. I thought this was ironstone because of the way it was discolored. I thought for sure it was an ironstone bowl, and I know that I have buyers at the booth for ironstone. Everything that I put in there sells, but I've never found like the ironstone that has discolored. So I thought, I know that people love that too. But you know what? Even though I don't think it's ironstone, I think the person who likes that would probably like this too. And the price was really good. I can make it have a really good price, and hopefully it will find its right person. Guys, it brings us to our very last thing. And this, I don't know for sure. I haven't done like extensive research on it. Well, really haven't done research on anything. I did try to do a quick Google lens on this because I saw this at the same estate sale. Now, this estate sale was a 3-day sale. I went on the second day, so everything was still full price on the second day. Maybe that's why this was still there. I don't know. I ran to it. I thought, I have just found a piece of Potosi pottery. And I do think that's what it is. I just have to make sure. I think it's got the matte glaze, and I think they call this lava glaze. Look at the colors on this. Now, if it's not Potosi, it is definitely Italian because it's marked. But I am almost 90, I was going to say 50, that's not even enough, 90% sure that it is. It's awesome no matter if it isn't. The family, I don't know if the family was Italian because none of the family members were there. This was a family ran estate sale, but the family had to hire someone else to do it. They had done all the work and they were going to run this estate sale. They had already advertised for it, but they were stuck in Italy. And I don't know why they were stuck in Italy. They couldn't get home. That kind of made me kind of think, I think this is authentic Potosi pottery. I sure hope so. If you know, tell me in the comments. Or if you don't know, but you know how I can find out, tell me that too. We can share the information and share everything we know. Guys, that's all we have for you today. We certainly appreciate you being here. If you like this type of thing, we suggest that, or would love for you to follow our page, which is called subscribe over here. We'd love for you to hit that like button, all of the things. That's how we know to bring you more. It's also how we know to keep going with what we're doing. One thing also that I would like to say is, I just saw a little mark on the vase, but it's just, I think, where they missed the glaze there. Anyway, we will be doing other things right now. We're just kind of getting our feet wet, trying to get a feel for, you know, how all the things go over here, but we'll do some styling videos too. If that is something that you would like, tell us in the comments that also. So an example of that would be, this is what we found, and then we would do a short little clip of this is how we would use that. So that is something that we want to do. We're still trying to learn all that, you know, editing and that kind of thing. Guys, that's all we have. We appreciate you. Go out and have a great day, and we'll talk to you really soon.